Yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome on into a very quick day stream. I was originally planning to go a little bit longer, but some other stuff outside of streaming caught up with me. But I thought I'd still do a little bit of a stream. Today is March the 10th, and for people who don't know, it's a holiday in the video game world, because if you spell out MAR10, which is March 10th, it spells Mario, and it's a Mario Day. And so I thought it would be kind of a fun thing for me to come on and do a little art with you guys, and some just chatting as well. The big news, we'll start off with today is tonight at 9 p.m. we have our 9-year Streamaversary, and so we're working on that. I'm just playing with a couple of different tools here, and so part of this was a test for that. So there's a countdown down below that you can see, and it's already triggered, but I'm going to see if I can work on the overlay and fix it. So right now it's supposed to say 9 hours remaining, and it says save, and let me just see here. So it already is triggered. Countdown. Settings. 9 hours. And save that. Let me see. I think that fixed it. So yeah, right now it should say 9 hours, which it does, which I'll reset the counter tonight. I just wanted to make sure that I could get it working. So we do have a 9-hour streamathon, and I think I call it streamathon. Awesome. Yes. So first show will be tonight, 3-hour show. We'll talk about sports, and we'll also celebrate 9 years of doing the show together. We started off as a a show where people could call in and be a part of it. And then it grew, and we added Zoom, and we added a video component, and we started streaming in the first season, also on Facebook, and now we simul stream on Facebook, Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. So yeah, we'll be celebrating that. We'll have lots of guests on to talk hockey with us. It's been a great week for the Capitals, and Ovechkin is now only 9 away from having the record for most goals ever in the NHL. And so I thought 9 is my lucky number. It's 9 years we've been doing the show. It's the end of season 9. He's 9 away. So we'll do a big hockey segment with lots of friends on. We'll preview the next couple of weeks, so we won't be doing the sports podcast until April again. And then next week we'll be doing a bunch of art streams. This week we'll be doing a bunch of art streams to do the 9 hours. So it's 1 3-hour stream followed by, I think it's going to be 3 2-hour streams. And if they don't all go 2 hours, I might do a pop-up stream as well, doing a Pokemon themed stream. So I thought I would do an unboxing as part of this, and to see if I can get some art stuff showing up correctly. So this thing is an Apple Pencil, which I've actually never used before. So it was actually my dad's. So yeah, so this is what it looks like. You can charge it, by plugging into another device, right? And then it is also, I believe, done through Bluetooth. But let me just see. I know that this one was designed originally for the older Apple Pencils, but let me see if I can get it to work with this one as well. So we're going to try this right here. All right. So, let's see here. How does this work? So I know that this can charge. Do this. This is a tip. So let me just quickly do a little bit of reading right here. I hope you guys are all doing well. So, you can use a USB-C to a lightning adapter. You can also use a USB-C cable to connect the Apple Pencil. Huh. Plug an Apple Pencil into the end of the adapter. Plug the USB-C cable into the other end of the adapter. Ooh. Interesting. Let's just see if I can do it through Bluetooth. So I didn't realize that. Unfortunately, I have the newer iPad and the older Apple Pencil. So this is one of the things I was trying to test out to see if it would even work. Other devices. I'll be right back. 1 second. I'm going to put a BRB screen. So unfortunately, I don't have the adapter upstairs. So that part I will have to figure out later. So I don't know if it's a new technology. Let me just see here if. But anyway, that was yeah. This is not working. Okay, so I need to buy an adapter to get that to work with the newer ones. I've unfortunately my dad gifted me an old pencil, and this is a new iPad. So they now take USB-C at the bottom instead of this was the Lightning one. So I just need to get an adapter for that. So anyway, I will try to get that sometime this week. Um, but I can still see if I can do some other cool stuff on it. So let me set up Zoom on here and welcome on in, champ. Happy Mario Day. Let me see if I can join the meeting with the iPad. Hopefully you guys are all having a good day. Yikes. All right, let's. I don't understand why. This is muted. Test. 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 All right. So for some reason I'm getting feedback. So let me try that again. I didn't have that last time I did it. So welcome on in, Sniper. Um, testing. This is muted. All right, test. All right. Testing. All right. So now I think it's picking up the audio there, but I don't think you have feedback. Let me know in chat if I still sound okay if I use my um the sound for this. It seems to be reading correctly. I just can't have both mics open, and I didn't realize that I need to switch mics when I'm using the iPad. So let me see if I can do screen share. My host can share. What? Okay, share. So this should work now. All right, good. No feedback. Okay, so that's just when I do art streams, I'll just use the this is a mic when they're both hooked up. So that's good for me to know. Let me share my screen here. Share screen, start broadcast. 3, 2, 1, and this should then appear over there, and then it should work like that. All right, you guys should be able to see my screen. Awesome. All right, let's go into Procreate. We're going to create a new gallery. We're going to create a new square graphic. And there we go. So you should be able to see my screen now. And we have different types of brush strokes. I'm going to just do like a pretty simple rounded one. So this controls the opacity over here on the left, and this controls the size. And then over here, we can control the color. And I wanted to try something else as well. If I were to create a new screen, make it a bit smaller, pull up images of Mario, copy image. Us, and then look at it here, and then I'm just curious if this works. If I zoom and I try to share the screen, allow multiple presentations. How does that work? Does it not show both? I thought it was supposed to. Testing. All right, so we have here, we have this screen. Huh. It's supposed to show both screens at once, but I don't think it's working. Maybe I can't do it across multiple devices. Oh, wait. I can tap here and we can. I thought I could do it where you could view multi. Interesting. So I can toggle between the two, but I can't display both at the same time. I'm trying to what is this? Okay. Oh wait. Now I think you see it down below here. How do I get both to show up at the same time? Because you guys can't really see that far down here. Anyway, all right, let's draw, and we're just gonna have fun with it. I'm gonna do it with my finger since I don't have the iPad working quite, or the Apple Pencil working quite yet. But let's just see what we can draw real quickly here. So, oops. So I think it's double tap. Okay. So we're gonna bring the size down. We're going to do a black outline to start, and we're gonna do this. So this comes down here, and then this. And so this part comes down. So this is just a quick sketch to sort of practice and Procreate. Like I'm using my finger. I'm just practicing being able to undo things. And so that's more like a rounded nose. And then he comes down. We got a chin here. And then another area. It goes back out here to an ear. Oops. So I think it comes up. We have a space around here, the inside of the ear there. The nose comes down into this space. And then we got an eye. And we have a second eye over there. He's got some eyebrows going there. The nose comes more up. And use the eraser tool. We're gonna redo this part there with the brush. So his nose kind of is more circular coming in. We've got his mustache, right? And then we've got a face, a smiley face here. So this is coming into there. We have some eyes. And so yeah. So let's see how, I think there's a way, I haven't practiced with this yet. But there's a way that we can use different tools to like drop paint buckets in. So oh, you can take it up and move it. That's cool. And this is automatic. This is freehand. And oh, cool. What's nice on my view, you guys can't really see it very well. If I move this up, oh, that's how you do it. All right, so I can see my own picture in my screen, and I could then use it as a reference. Oops. Wait, how am I? Is this a selection tool? What is this? Okay. Oh yeah, that is a selection tool. All right, so then if I go over here and I think I can, those are the brushes. That's the brush library. These are layers. How do I do paint bucket fill? Nice, congratulations, champ, on the Pokemon. All right, so let me just see. Paint, bucket, fill, and procreate. Select the color you want to use and tap and drag the color swatch over the area you want to fill. Right, to use a color fill to employ, select the color you want to use. All right, so I'm selecting a color. We're using red. All right. Then drag the color swatch over the area you want to fill. Oh, that's cool. All right. So we got that. Oops. Undo this. So if I drag this into the M, oh, it does the whole line because it's all connected. So I don't want to do that. All right, so that's good to know. So that's there. And the M should be, but the problem is the M is touching the rest of the stuff. Okay, well, we're learning here. So if I grab the red and then I drop it into the hat, it should do that. So that's good. And then we could even put it as part of the mouth there. And yeah. All right, so now we're gonna draw the rest of the, oops, undo that. So we're gonna grab the brush tool again, rounded brush, done. Okay, so there. So we have an arm coming out over this direction. That, and then it goes into his overalls. So we're also gonna have a second arm going up. Actually, I should do this on another layer, so we should practice. Oops. All right, so we're adding a layer. I'm gonna put it, go. So now this layer, we can now draw some of the arm, and that way it'll be behind it. And then we're gonna have it go up over here for the second arm. And then there's gonna be some red in here. And then we're gonna grab some blue. We're gonna add overalls here. So this is just a very quick sketch. Just trying to play around with some of the Procreate tools and see what it has to offer for us. All right, so now I'm gonna go back to black. We're gonna add the outline there, right? And then we're also gonna add outlines around here, there. Maybe have a button here for him. We're gonna grab yellow and practice. Buttons. Oops. So we're gonna grab yellow and we're gonna grab it. Like this, and okay, we're gonna change color again. Back to black. Here. And okay, so we're gonna have to draw the arms here. Mm, okay, let's try to see if we can grab a more of a peachy color. A light peach. Oops. So there's some place where that's broken because it's not doing just. I just wanted it just to be the face. Oh, it's because I'm on the wrong layer. That's why. So we go back to layers, go back to this layer, and then do it. There we go. So that's a little bit too dark of a color. We need it to be a little bit lighter, maybe a little yellower. There we go. That's a little bit better. So this is not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but obviously when I get the Apple Pencil working, I can do more precision. But I was just trying to see what we could do just with some of the very basics here. So we're gonna go back to the black, here, rounded brush, done. We're gonna bring the size down, and right, happy. Actually, oopsies. Oh, I forgot I put that on the same layer. Let's just double tap. It's hard, isn't it? New layer plus, and then now we draw. Well, there you go. That is our very first drawing in Procreate. It's not great, but it is. You got to start somewhere. That's what I always tell all my art students: is it's not going to be the best drawing day one, but at least with this we can, yeah, we can work on it and stuff like that. Let me just, sorry, I lost chat. I have too many tabs open. Here we go. But yeah, it's lots of great stuff to be had with this program. It's been cool to watch a lot of great people do some really cool things over time with it. And just see where it is. I'm just gonna open the intro. Sorry, I lost my chat. I think I closed the window by accident. But let's see what chat was talking about. Champ says Chris Godwin staying with the Bucks on a 3-year deal. Oh, cool. Yeah, so the idea is with the Apple Pencil, it should be easier to adjust things. I need to either get a new Apple Pencil or an adapter that will work with this. But it'll be a lot easier to do precision with, you know, a fine tip thing. I was doing this with my finger. So the other way around it, obviously, is you can do things. Just undo all that real quickly. If you zoom in more, it becomes easier to write. So for example, if I do it this way, um, this is happy. Mario. See, that looks a little bit, oops, a little bit nicer like that. Again, if I use the pen, it's gonna be a lot easier to draw. Also, this is the very first time I've even using this thing, so I have to get used to being able to swap layers and be able to change things over time. But I thought this would be a good, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I should just do happy. We can do. Oopsie, how does that work? That's not a bad idea. Happy. All right, then. So, but yeah, there you go. All right. So if I move, oops. Oh, that's how you do copy and paste. Interesting. I move this up. I think you guys see it a little bit better there. Um, you can see this was sort of my model that I was looking after. So I probably need to create a new art scene where you can see it more vertical and see the stuff that's up here and the stuff that is down here a little bit easier. I also want to make a scene where you'll have a second, the ability to have a second camera, because what would be kind of nice, let's see here. Let's see if I start this video. Right, so it will cut us off, but if we created another scene, maybe that's something we could do, right? Duplicate this scene, do a little OBS work while we're here. So I'm gonna do duplicate this scene, call it S. This is working. Hmm. Interesting. My keyboard is not working for some reason. That makes this more of a challenge. It was working just a few minutes ago. It's a wired keyboard too, so it should be working fine. Anyway, we're gonna just click OK. I don't really need that for this. We're gonna grab this layer over here. Oops. Hmm. Weird. All right, can you guys still hear me? All right, you can. Good. All right, so I'm trying to fix something here. See why this isn't working. Hmm. It's really weird. My keyboard just died. Having a great technical day today. All right, let me. Hmm. It's saying it's malfunctioning. I might have to reset the computer to see what the deal is with that. The idea is I should be able to use this camera while I am drawing. So that way, if you see me looking down, you could maybe see it. So that was the kind of the idea there, to use this as an additional camera. But I don't know if that actually does what I intended. But you do get to see more of this other screen, right? So you can see more of what I was using as my example piece of work. And yeah, I think good old tech issues. Exactly. So hopefully I can figure that out before tonight's stream. But luckily I don't need to use my keyboard on that computer all the time. So sometimes a good old fashioned restart will fix things. So I will try that as well. But the mouse works, which is the important thing for that keyboard, because I actually do most of my typing on the Mac. Um, but uh, but yeah, so well, thank you guys for being a part of this test stream. We're testing out some different new technologies. Some things worked and some things don't work. So if I stop this share, does that make that bigger? It does. Interesting. Okay. I can hide my own camera there, and then oh, interesting. So if I hide the camera, it pulls it away, and then stop that screen share. We'll leave this meeting. And it will should just put me back to full screen. And let me switch the audio input. Okay, so there we go with that. So I think everything is working again. Sorry. Got final technical difficulties, but overall, I'm pretty happy with how this stream went. Again, tonight, catch us at 9 o'clock. We are celebrating 9 years of Sports on the Hill podcast. Champ, who's in chat, will be joining us. We're starting with our hockey talk. We'll talk about 9 years of hockey, and the last week we'll talk about Ovechkin being 9 away from the record. And then after that, we'll talk a little bit of basketball. There'll be a live Wizards game that we'll be reacting to. Rematch of a crazy game, which we'll get more into, where in Toronto a couple of days ago, Toronto thought they'd won at home on a buzzer beater, but it actually left his fingers a second too late, or a millisecond too late, and the Wizards were able to hold on for the victory. So you know that this game is also in Toronto. It's 2 games in a row in Toronto. You know that the home team is going to want revenge on that. So we'll be watching that game as well. We'll talk a little bit of soccer. DC United got a big victory this week, so Champ and I will be discussing that. We'll also talk about wrestling, both WWE and AEW, and just in general, talking about 9 amazing years of streaming and being a part of this show. And then we'll be back tomorrow to do an art stream as well. Hopefully I can get some of this technology working. If not, I'll still just practice going through using all the different tools, even if I don't have the pen and it doesn't look perfect, just as an opportunity for me to learn how to do it. I may also do some video editing streams this week as well. Stay tuned. I actually am planning to post my latest scuba diving reel on Instagram this afternoon. So if you see it and can give it a like on Instagram or Facebook, that would be awesome. Help the algorithm out a little bit. Yeah, so looking forward to all of those things. And I'm just taking a quick look here on who we could give a fast little raid to. Yeah, just looking here. Let's go. I haven't visited my friend Kane, and I don't know if we haven't really rated him too many times. And so let's see. Let's go raid over to our friend Kane. So raid Kanash, raid Kanash. All right, so grab one of these raid calls, whatever one that you would like. Sounds like I'm unboxing a Mario instead of unboxing. I should have said Apple Pencil. So if you want to use that one, you can do Mario and Apple Pencil. All right, so there you go. Oh no, Stuart. Yeah, we're just writing out. We'll be back tonight at 9 o'clock to celebrate 9 years. So come back then, 9 to midnight, and then tomorrow from 10 to noon, we'll be doing an art stream. So if you want to come back for any of that, I appreciate it. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're gonna go visit our friend Kane. Yeah, it's been a fun stream, and I appreciate everyone for tuning in. I know it wasn't as long as my normal streams are, but again, if you want more content, 3 hours tonight, 9 to 12 Eastern, celebrating 9 years, please come by for that. We'll talk to you guys soon, and art stream tomorrow. Bye.